Hello viewers, welcome to Simple Science. And at Simple Science, we make your science subjects as simple as possible. We break it down to your understanding and then making you seeing how simple these things are. And with the Simple Science, you can actually go through all your external examinations without malpractice and then still perform excellently in your exams. So for today, we have a question, WAEC 2023 mathematics theory question, and for this video I'll show you how to solve question 1, both A and B. So here we have a question on the board. A car travels a distance of 112 kilometers at an average speed of 70 kilometers per hour. He then travels further for 60 kilometers at an average speed of 50 kilometers per hour. Calculate for the entire journey the time taken. So the first thing to do when attempting a question is to write solution. So the solution is already on the board, and then we'll say, let's define the terms we are going to use. We'll say let D, S, and T represent the distance, speed, and time. So we have defined D to be distance, S to be speed, and time, and T to be time. And from our question, we're given the following. We have that a car travels a distance of 112 kilometers at an average speed of this. He then traveled further. So there are two journeys. We have the first journey he made and the second journey. So we're given that D1, the distance for the first journey is 112 kilometers, and the speed for the first journey is 70 kilometers per hour. We also have, the question says he then travels further. So the second distance, he traveled further. The second distance is 60 kilometers. And then at an average speed, so the speed during that, for that distance covered is 50 kilometers per hour. So we have defined the distances for the two journeys and the speed. Now, the question said we should calculate for the entire journey the time taken. So we are trying to know the time taken for both journeys. So we look at the formula that relates speed, distance, and time. So we have it that mathematically, we write the formula. Mathematically, speed is equal to distance over time. And if we cross multiply, we have that speed times time is equal to distance. Speed times time, when you cross multiply, speed times time is equal to distance. So time will be equal to distance over speed. For us to make time the subject of the formula, we divide both sides by speed, so that speed will cancel speed here, and it will come here as time is equal to distance over speed. So this is the formula we'll be using for our calculation. So for the first journey, we have D1 to be equal to 112 kilometers and S1 to be equal to 70 kilometers per hour. So we have the time taken, T1. This one means that it's for the first journey. So T1 will be equal to the first distance covered divided by the speed, which will give us 112 all over 70. Distance all over speed from this formula. So this will be 1.6 hours. 1.6 hours. Then also we find the time taken for the second journey. For the second journey, we have D2 to be equal to 60 kilometers, and then we have the speed to be equal to 50 kilometers per hour. And therefore we have that the time taken for the second journey, that's T2, will be equal to D2 all over S2, which will give, that's the time taken for the second journey will be equal to the second distance covered all over the speed during that during the journey. So we'll have 60 divided by 50, which will give us 1.2 sorry, this is supposed to be a continuation, but I had to put it there because of space. So we have the time taken for the first journey to be 1.6 hours, and the time taken for the second journey to be 1.2 hours. So the total time taken, that's T, will be equal to T1 plus T2. That's the time taken for the first journey plus the time taken for the second journey. And so T, by substitution, will be equal to, our T1 is 1.6 plus our T2 is 1.2, which will give us 2.8 hours. So we can give our answer like this: T, total time taken, is equal to 2.8 hours. Or we can go further by converting this 0.8 hours to minutes. We can express this in terms of hours and minutes. So this will be, 2.8 is 2 plus 0.8. 2 plus 0.8 hours. So this will give us 2 hours plus 0.8 hours. Now 0.8, for us to convert 0.8 hours to minutes, we multiply by 60 minutes, because 60 minutes make 1 hour. So 0.8 hours or hour will be 0.8 times 60. So we have 0.8 times 60 minutes. We are converting to 60. So this will give us 2 hours. 0.8 times 60 will be 48 minutes. So this is the answer for the first question. Now we also have a second question. We come to the second part of the question, and it says if x over y is equal to 2 and y over z is equal to 3, it says find the value of x plus y all over y plus z, x plus y all over y plus z. So as usual, we begin with our solution, and then we have been given that x over y is equal to 2. So we have that x over y is equal to 2, and we have y over z is equal to 3. We're given this. Now we can cross multiply. If we cross multiply, we'll have x is equal to 2y, and if we cross multiply here also, we'll have that y is equal to 3z. Y will be equal to z times 3, which will give us 3z. So let's put them in order. Let's express x in terms of z. So x will also be equal to 2. In place of y, we'll put 3z, because x is equal to 2y, and then y is equal to 3z. So in place of this y, we'll put 3z. So x is equal to 2 times y is equal to 3z from this equation. So x is equal to 2 times 3 will give us 6z. Therefore, we can say x is equal to 6z and y is equal to 3z. So if we substitute these two into our equation, we'll have, therefore, x plus y all over y plus z. Anywhere we see x, we'll put 6z, and anywhere we see y, we'll put 3z. We have expressed x in terms of z and y also in terms of z. So this will give us x is equal to 6z. So we have 6z plus y is equal to 3z plus 3z all over 3z plus z. This is y plus z. This is x plus y all over y plus z. This will give us 6z plus 3z will give us 9z all over 3z plus z will give us 4z. At this point, z can cancel z. So this will give us 9 over 4. Z can cancel z. So we have 9 over 4 as our answer. We can leave it like this as an improper fraction, or it can be expressed further to be 2 whole number 1 over 4 as the final answer. So this is how to go about solving the part A and B of the first question. So do well to go over it again so that you can get clarity in areas that you need clarity. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and then share with your friends. Thank you.